Now, a new chapter has begun in the United Kingdom where Liz Truss presided over her first session of Prime Minister's questions in the House of Commons just a couple of hours ago. She's also continued appointing members of the new team that will be running the country's government ministries. In Parliament today, Truss confirmed that she will release plans to combat the country's energy crisis as early as tomorrow and engaged in her first back and forth with opposition leader Sir Keir Starmer.
I hope that we will be able to work together, particularly on areas we agree on, and I know that we have had strong support from the opposition in opposing Vladimir Putin's appalling war in Ukraine, and I want us to continue to stand up to that appalling Russian aggression that has led to the energy crisis we face now. I am against a windfall tax. I believe it is the wrong thing to be putting companies off investing in the United Kingdom just when we need to be growing the economy. Well, I understand that people across our country are struggling with the cost of living and they're struggling with their energy bills. And that is why I, as Prime Minister, will take immediate action to help people with the cost of their energy bills. And I will be making an announcement to this House on that tomorrow and giving people certainty to make sure that they are able to get through this winter and be able to have the energy supplies and be able to afford it.
The new cabinet is being called the country's most diverse ever. For the first time in history, the 4 key offices of state are not being headed by white men. One of Truss's closest cabinet allies, Kwasi Kwarteng, is the new Chancellor of the Exchequer, Britain's first black finance minister, now tasked with saving the British economy. Following Priti Patel's resignation, Suella Braverman has been appointed Home Secretary. Another one of Truss's closest friends, Therese Coffey, has become the new Health Secretary and also Deputy Prime Minister. James Cleverly is the country's new Foreign Secretary, and as expected, Ben Wallace is staying on at Defence. Moving into 10 Downing Street last night, Truss laid out her priorities. Her focus will inevitably be on domestic issues. She says she'll bolster the economy by cutting taxes and taking steps to restore the lustre of the National Health Service. The newly appointed ministers held their first cabinet meeting today, charting a roadmap for the coming months. Some of them have reportedly been working for weeks on the emergency plan to deal with the soaring costs of energy. Economists agree the road ahead is going to be tough. For more, we're going to cross live now to London and WION's correspondent Alex Isat there. Alex, you will have seen Prime Minister's questions, of course, and the pledge that we're going to hear from Liz Truss in the next 24 hours about her plan to combat the energy crisis. But she's already under pressure not to burden the British taxpayer with the bill.
Yeah, absolutely. She was questioned over and over again at PMQs about what exactly her policies would be and where is this money coming from. And she's already stated a number of times that she wouldn't continue with the windfall tax, although earlier we have noted that she will continue it for the current time, but she won't have any more windfall tax in the future. So where is this money coming from? Keir Starmer asked it, a few of her own members also asked it. And she says that it's going to potentially come from loans, and that therefore we could be putting the country into a bit more deficit. We've also got that burden that we're still paying back the furloughed money as well. So there is a real concern about what exactly is going to happen if we're also going to be putting some stipends and freezing those energy wholesalers. And why aren't they using that money that they are profiting from to put back into the economy? She keeps talking about wanting to grow the economy and because of businesses, and that's why she doesn't want to include more taxes. But growing the economy means why people are profiteering, and many people are asking those questions. Those wholesalers are getting millions of pounds of profit and they're allowed to continue. So it'd be interesting to see what she comes up with tomorrow. There's been numbers like 100 billion, 190 billion pounds that is going to be put into this energy price freeze. And we'll be finding out tomorrow exactly where that money is coming from.
Yeah, and of course there are still questions about just how long that money is going to buy Britain a bit of relaxation from those energy prices. Alex Zizat, WION's correspondent in London, live for us there today. Thanks very much indeed for joining us.